We are going to sanitize our hands. In and out, in between your fingers. Okay? After that, Chanel, we are going to straighten our arms just to see if there is a social distance. Okay, so today's lesson will be about common nouns and proper nouns. But before we do that, I quickly just want to explain what a noun is. Right. Chanel, what is a noun? A noun is a naming word. It is what it is today because it was given a name. Right. Now, let us turn on page 3. Chanel, turn on page 3. Well, we are going to look at common nouns. What is a common noun? Chanel, do you know what a common noun is? Okay, a common noun is a name that we give to ordinary objects. Right, now I want you to look around wherever you are seated. I want you to look around and please mention all the names of things that you can see. I'm sure you're going to mention on the board. Look on the board. You are going to mention a pen, a book, a TV, a table, and a man. Now, you have mentioned these things because you are working with them. Right, now I want you to look in your book again on page 3. In your book on page 3, you can see that we are given some few examples of common nouns. Chanel, can you see them? Okay, we have man, we have mountain, we have region, we have country, mouse, city, day, movie, newspaper, language. Now, those are the few examples of the common nouns that we have. Now, remember, we do not start a common noun with a capital letter unless it starts a sentence. Okay, I want you to look on page 4. On page 4, there is an activity that you're going to do. Okay, I am not going to go through it. We are going to move on to page 5. Now, on page 5, we are going to see, or we are going to look at the proper nouns. Now, Chanel, what is a proper noun? A proper noun, these are names or specific names given to specific people, places, days of the week, and months of the year. I want you to look on the chalkboard. Now, on the chalkboard, you can see that I have written different names, okay? Now, remember that proper nouns are always written in capital letter. You must always capitalize the names of people, the names of places, the names of the week. You must always capitalize them. Now, on the chalkboard, you can see that I have written few examples of the proper nouns. I have Nependa, and Nependa is a name of a person. And you can see that Nependa is written with a capital letter. Can you see that? Yes, I hope you can see that. Alright, we also have Windhoek. Windhoek is also a name of a place and it's written with a capital letter. We have Saturday. Chanel, can you see that? Can you see Saturday? Can you see that Saturday is written with the capital letters? Yes, she can see that. All right. We also have the name of the shop. I'm sure everybody knows this name, ShopRite. You can also see that it's written with the capital letter. Chanel, can you see commas? In which region are we? We are in commas region. So it must be written with the capital letter. Mickey Mouse. We all love Mickey Mouse. Now, this is the name of a mouse, so it must be written with a capital letter. Chanel, do you understand that one? Do you have any question? I'm going to leave you with an activity to do. Now, in your booklet on page 4, you are going to do activity 1 on common nouns. Let us move on to page 5. On page 5, you are going to do an activity on proper nouns. So that means you are going to do activity 2. Moving on to page 6. I want you to do activity 3 on page 6. On page 7, you have your memorandum for activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3. I hope that you have paid attention and that you are going to do your work. And please remember, don't cheat. Do not cheat. Now, we are going to take our hand sanitizer and sanitize our hands for the last time. Chanel, are you with me? Okay, in and out, between your fingers. Okay, and please remember to keep the social distance. Zoshi, where are you? Okay, have a wonderful day and goodbye.
Hi everyone, I'm Joshi. And make sure to always make a helicopter circle, stretching your arms out and spinning around like me. And make sure you're not touching anyone while doing this. Goodbye!
Catch Namibia's rising talents displaying the best goals, breathtaking saves, Khafar like a 1-2 combination on the pitch, as well as the biggest misses. It's the MTC Hop Soul Youth League Soccer Show, showcasing Africa's next soccer superstars. Only on One Africa Television, every Wednesdays at 18:30. Aye, is Super Disc on another level.
Good morning to all the Namibian learners out there. I'm back again. My name is Ngamendunge Namwandi, and I'll be your English teacher for today. In my class, I have Chanel. Chanel, good morning and welcome back. I hope that you're ready for today's lesson. But before we do that, we are going to take our hand sanitizer, sanitize our hands, in and out, in between our fingers, straighten our arms, just to see if we are practicing the social distance. Today's topic will be about abstract nouns and collective nouns. So I want you to look on the board. Shanae, look on the board. How does this dog feel? Well, as you can see, the dog is carrying the heart. So this dog feels love. Right. So today's lesson, we are going to talk about abstract noun. What is an abstract noun, Chanel? An abstract noun is something that we cannot see, touch. It is often a feeling or an emotion. What did I just say? I said an abstract noun, it is something that we cannot see, touch. It is often a feeling or an emotion. Now, in your book, Chanel, on page 16, we are going to look at the few examples of abstract nouns. Right. Now, the few examples of abstract nouns are anger, shock, sorrow, upset, pleasure, fear. Chanel, do you have some examples? I guess those are the few examples that we have for abstract nouns. Do you have any questions, Chanel? Okay, no question. We are going to move on to collective nouns. Chanel, what is a collective noun? A collective noun is a name we give to a group of people, a name we give to a group of animals, and a name we give to a group of objects. Now, we are going to look on our page, on page 16. You can see there are examples of collective nouns. Now, instead of saying the kitten and the kitten and the kitten and the kitten, we say a litter of kittens. Chanel, do you have few examples of collective nouns? Well, I have few examples of collective nouns. For example, a flight of stairs, a school of fish, a pride of lions. Let us look on our page 16 on the few examples of collective nouns. As you can see, it's written there. Here are some examples of collective nouns. I've already mentioned some, so you can see a forest of trees, a litter of puppies, a herd of cattle, a bench of dough, a group of people. So those are the few examples of collective nouns. Chanel, do you have any question? No question. We have learnt about abstract nouns and collective nouns. Chanel, can you still remember what an abstract noun and the collective noun is? Yes, she can still remember what an abstract noun is and a collective noun. Before we finish with our lesson for today, I am going to leave you with an activity to do. On page 17, we are going to do activity 1 on abstract noun. Moving on to page 18. On page 18, we are going to do activity 2 on collective nouns. What are you supposed to do? You are supposed to match the collective nouns to the phrases that should follow. Moving on to page 19, we are going to do activity 3. On activity 3, you are going to find the collective nouns in the sentences and underline them. What are you supposed to do? You are supposed to find the collective nouns in the sentences and underline them. Moving on to activity 4. Activity 4 is abstract nouns. What are you supposed to do? You are supposed to underline all the abstract nouns in the following sentence. On page 20, you'll have your memorandum for the activity I have given you. And on page 21, you'll have the last memorandum for the activity I have given you. I hope that you have listened attentively and that you are going to do your work. And please remember to always wash your hands. Chanel, we are going to take our hand sanitizer, sanitize our hands, rub them in and out, in between our fingers. There we go. Well, thank you, Chanel. Zoshi, where are you? There comes Zoshi. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.
Hi everyone, I'm Joshi. And make sure to always make a helicopter circle, stretching your arms out and spinning around like me. And make sure you're not touching anyone while doing this. Goodbye.
Black sunrise, always gonna be a surprise, 'cause we don't know the way it's going to go, 'cause we can see the way it's going to be, 'cause we can see.
Yeah.
We're talking about COVID. Babaji, tell us about the day you found out you had COVID.
The day I found out I had COVID, it was a difficult day. I didn't understand how I got COVID. Because I was always covered, I was always with my hand sanitizer. It came with my wife. And that whole day, I was thinking, what's gonna happen to me? I'm gonna survive. My kids, I was losing my tasting, smelling. There were some days I will test my taste buds and put like 4 or 5 chilies in my coffee. No ways. I didn't taste it.
So did you also lose your appetite in the process?
It was very funny. In the first week, no, I was chowing like I will wake up like midnight and make for me something. But after the first week, then the appetite was gone. When you go to bed, your body is also automatically switching off. And that's a dangerous time for COVID. It's like glass pinching you, cutting you inside your lungs. Then the heart was pumping like a rabbit pumps. You are losing a lot of fluids at night.
Is that through fever or what?
Yeah, it's through fever.
So have you experienced any side effects from having contracted COVID-19?
No, not yet. Maybe still coming, but not yet.
And your wife?
She was complaining about light head. It's an annoying headache. It's light, but it's annoying.
So basically you didn't take any prescribed medicine from the doctor to recover from COVID?
No, I didn't. The only thing I was using is desperate for my blood not to clot. Because for some people, when your lungs are really, really infected, your blood will start to clot from the lungs, close all the airways. That's where we are passing. I'm smoking cigarette, and when you were a smoker and COVID in your lungs now.
So then after you both found out you had COVID, what did you guys do to protect the kids?
The kids move out from the house. The booties will come, then we'll collect everything for them and just put for them outside. When they came, just grab the food and go.
So what was the biggest battle for you? Was it mental or physical?
Mentally. Mentally was the biggest battle. I'm actually an international movie maker, and my career was cut off. I couldn't put bread on the table. There were some days we have one meal for the day, then went to bed. And that was hitting me in my mind. What if Blessing get corona now? Where am I gonna go? Who can I help? There were also some people depend on us in the rural areas. We couldn't help them. My future was black, dark, dark, dark. I couldn't even see that small light at the end of the tunnel. One day, my daughter decided, now, I want to see my father today. And I just told her, yeah, she can come. The first words was, Daddy, I was praying for you yesterday night. Don't worry, Corona will go back soon. And I was asking, from where? From Namibia? She said, no, not from Namibia, from you. And you are not looking good. And she was actually heartbroken. Until today, she hates Corona. From there, then I was like, oh, okay. If the smallest one is saying this, why am I not picking me up self and do the right thing and get rid of this thing? That's where I started to run, to practice, coming to my quiet place. And actually, the main thing that broke my heart during that time was there was no one. The time of COVID, there was no one.
So can you tell us where we are right now?
We are at my silent place. I call this place my silent place. I will come here when the COVID is hitting me like 120%. Looking at the ocean, then you will hear voices like, no, you don't belong here. Today, you don't belong here. Get up and go home. Some days, they will nurse you like, no, you will survive. Your future is a bright future. You must not give up now. Think about your kids. Think about the people around you. Even the wind will do that. Actually, you must meditate. The thing of COVID is, looks like COVID is afraid of the warmness and is friends with the coldness. So the whole time you are baking in the sun, it helps a lot.
So is that what you did?
Yeah, I did. I will do that twice a day. This was supposed to be a golden year for me, a very, very good golden year for me. But then COVID decided, no, this is not going to be your golden year. Everything was cancelled. We, the filmmakers, this year, from the international shoots, lost lot of money.
You've lost 3 family members? Is it all due to COVID?
No, not all due to COVID. First one, my sister. She was very close to me. She contracted COVID April, and she was in ICU for 3 months. The COVID damaged her lungs, and at the stage her lungs collapsed and she couldn't breathe without the machines. Her kidneys failed, her liver has failed. COVID is real. First of all, COVID is real. It's not a joke. Most of the people, they fall away from COVID regulations. Still early to fall away from COVID regulations. We must still go in line with those COVID regulations.
And how long did you say it took you to recover?
3 weeks, 21 days.
What must somebody do to change your mind from that negative perspective to that positive?
COVID, no job, it's very dangerous. There was one day I just decided I'm gonna take a rope, go to the jetty, sit around there, and after all I will hang there by the jetty. The time I arrived here there was no wind, out of nowhere, the ocean was like angry, and it started to get cold, and I was like, but it was just nice weather. Then I sat down. Then the universe will talk with you, the wind, the sun, the ocean. That's the main thing of COVID. If you don't save yourself, no one will save you. And we must always appreciate what we have around us. That's the main thing in COVID. If you don't appreciate what you have around you, no, you will lose your head.
Smile, smile, smile. When you walk with me, I just want you to smile, smile.
My industry and what I've done with my hands in Namibia, it's going all over the world, and here you are, Papa G, you want to quit? Now, I'm excited for 2021. It's not gonna be the same like 2020 now. I'm making back in the groove.
Give me food, clothes, water, and shelter. Nothing else, no matter. You're my moonlight in my heaven. Let all my sins be forgiven. Happiness rain on me. Never let the children cry.